Okay, so this might suck because I'm just filming on a computer screen, but so I did Binford, and he never really discovered anything. He was an archaeologist, and he never really excavated or discovered anything of really great importance in archaeology, but what he did instead was kind of revolutionize the way that we think of archaeology. So he developed this new kind of archaeology. They called it New Archaeology, and then later processual archaeology. And it was like archaeology as anthropology as opposed to archaeology as history. So their goal there was to, instead of just labeling and labeling and dating items and where they would be from, they took these items and they tried to develop a more fluid and lifelike kind of picture of the past. So then later in Binford's life, he met a French archaeologist, Francois Bordes, and he had taken these stone tools and categorized them. And Binford and Bordes' theories as to why these tools were differed. So Binford thought they were because they were used to do different tasks. And in order to prove this, Binford went to present-day hunter-gatherer societies to study what they make and how they make, why they make it, what they use their tools for, and how an archaeologist could identify these, how they could identify the remains. And because none of their theories were ever proven, but in trying a new approach to figuring out who was correct, he was one of the first archaeologists to use and develop the method of ethnohistorical research, which is looking at a culture or something in present day to understand something in prehistory, which is pretty cool. Okay, so he published a lot of things. He did 150 articles and 20 books, and they were about most of them were on new archaeology because it was a wild concept at the time. And just in conclusion, he just really he was one of the most important archaeological figures and one of the most important archaeologists of the last century, just because of the way he changed how how archaeologists thought of their study and what they I'm trying to think of the right word. And their methods into what they did. Anyway, yeah, that's just my little thing on Louis Binford.